Hi, it's Abigail. Today's class is going to be full body. We'll do it all on one spring and we'll also only use one strap at a time. So single spring, single strap. We're going to start on one red spring or one medium spring and we'll come to a side lying position. So if you have a ball and you want to put it on your headrest, you can do that. I'm going to prop myself up on my forearm today. So forearm to the headrest. Let's start on the right side body. Hips scooch to the back of your space, knees pull up in front of your body. Roll your shoulders out of your ears, keep your chest open, facing forward, and let's grab the long loop right in front of you. It's gonna hook over the arch of your top foot, that should be your left foot, and then extend that leg all the way out. Reach out through the hip, flex the toes, keep that leg at hip height, and we start with a single leg march. So bending to tabletop and pressing all the way back to the foot bar. Bend and extend. If you prefer something a little bit lighter, you can do this on a single blue spring too. Let's do 4 more. Last 3. Remember the leg stays at hip height. Last 2. On 1, you press all the way out, pause, keeping the foot flexed. You'll inhale, sweep the leg out in front of you, point the toe, exhale, and pull back to the foot bar. Flex, sweep forward, point, and pull back. So there's the movement. We've got 6 more. You want to think like your leg is moving in between 2 panes of glass. Can't go any higher, can't go any lower. Last 3. Here's our last 2. On the last one, you'll flex the toe, sweep forward, and pause. From here, give me a little lift and lower. Lift and lower. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the toe, sweep back to the foot bar, then bend that knee in and rest it down. Let's go right into our second round. So again, reset your shoulders, chest is open and facing forward. Press your top leg out to the foot bar, pause. This time we're gonna sweep the leg towards the front corner of your foot bar, keep the foot flexed, internally rotate, toes to floor, then externally rotate. So we internal, external. Moving through the hip, but still trying to keep the hips stacked. 4, 3, 2. On 1, let's hold it in the external rotation and go right into our frog. Knee bends wide towards the top shoulder. Exhale, press back out to that front corner of the foot bar. Final 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2. We're gonna press out on 1, hold it long, point the toe, we're still pointed towards the front corner of the foot bar, draw me little circles. 8, 7, really reach through the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, reverse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, you bend your knee back in, rest it down, take a moment, we're still working on our side here. Take that long loop, thread it all the way up your leg so it wraps around the bottom of your thigh. From here, knees and ankles stack together, then float the feet a few inches up, right into your clamshells. Top knee opens and closes. Opens and closes. We have 6 more. Getting a little bit more targeted at the glute now. Last 4. And 3, 2. Last 1, then we go right into fire hydrants. The whole top leg lifts, keeping that 90-degree bend. Bigger range of motion here, so again, make sure your hips stay stacked. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, you're gonna lower just about halfway down from here. Think of your kneecap, draw circles, nice and slow and controlled. Circles with that front kneecap. And from there, you'll kind of be moving through the thigh bone. 2 more. 1 more, then just reverse it. Don't let that top leg drag over the bottom. This is it, then we're gonna rest this leg. 3, 2, and 1, then lower all the way down. All right, let's take that strap all the way off. Bring that carriage home. Keep this strap with you, lie down on your back. Headrest can be up or down. We're gonna go into some core work. So, right hand is gonna go into the short loop, reach it up to the sky. Left arm is free, it goes down onto the carriage. Knees find a tabletop and pause there. Keep your spine in neutral, take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, press that right arm straight down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press down. Adding the opposite leg extension, left leg extends as you press down, back to tabletop, same leg, extend and lift. Adding on a chest curl if you like, every time you press down, head, neck, shoulders curl up, then everything lowers. We've got 6 more. Last 5. Try to reach through all 10 fingers, even though only one of the arms is weighted. Last 2 here. And final 1. Lower everything down, feet find the foot bar, keep that right hand up in the strap. Let's go round 2, right arm to the sky. Knees find a tabletop. We press the right arm all the way down to the mat, come into a chest curl if you can. From this position, let's go tricep bends, right elbow bends and extends. Bends and extends. Adding on our opposite leg, toe tap, and then pull back to tabletop. As the right arm presses down, the left toes reach down towards the springs, and then we pull back to table. Final 8. 7, always rest your head if you need to. 6. Final 5. Here's 4. And 3, really scoop the abs in, imprint your lower spine if you're staying in that chest curl. Here's the last one. Lower everything down, feet find the foot bar, reach the right arm back to the sky. We're gonna finish this side by taking some chest curls across the body. So I want you to take your free hand, your left hand, put it into the strap, but put it underneath your right hand. So right hand stays on top. Reaching both arms to the sky, pulling both knees to tabletop. We're gonna take press downs across the body to the left side, adding that chest curl in. We press down into the chest curl, then lower to center. Exhale, press, then lower through center. We have 6 more here, then we'll hold it at the end. Final 5. And 4. Last 3. This is the one that always feels a little bit wiggly. 2, try to ground down through the back of your hips. Last one, press down, hold. Take both legs, reach them long to 45, exhale, bend them in. Long and in. 6. 5, reach further through all 10 fingers. 4. 3, scoop the abs in deeper, find that chest curl. 2. And here's your last one, bend it in, arms go up and head goes down. Nice job, let's hang up that strap. And we're gonna stay here in supine. We'll do our other arm. Left hand finds the short loop and reaches up to the sky. Reset your body, make sure you're feeling centered. Bring your knees back to tabletop, let's find a neutral spine. Taking an inhale to prepare. And on the exhale, you press straight down. And lift back up to the sky. Exhale, press down and lift. Adding your opposite leg extension as you press down, right leg extends, then back to tabletop. Extend and back to tabletop. Finally, adding your chest curl with every press down. And we'll go for our final 8 here. Last 7, try not to let that shoulder, that left shoulder, shrug up into the shoulder block. Last 3. Final 2. And here's our last one. Pressing down, reaching up, and letting the feet find the foot bar. Take a quick moment to rest. Wiggle yourself back to center. I know these single arm exercises can make you feel like you're kind of twisting around on the reformer. Let's do tricep, left arm to the ceiling. Knees come back to tabletop. You press down, come into a chest curl if you can. Bend that left elbow, tricep bend, then exhale, press back down. We bend and press. Adding on your single leg toe tap, right toes tap down, and knee comes back to table. So remember, with the toe taps, we're hinging from the hip. We're not changing the bend in the knee. Keep that perfect 90-degree bend. Here for our final 6, 5, last 4, scoop the abs in, imprint the lower back, 3, 2, and here's the final one. Bend the elbow, rest the head down, feet find the foot bar, and let's finish up on this side. Left arm reaches back to the sky. Right hand comes into the strap as well, but it's gonna go underneath the left. Knees come to tabletop, cross the body, chest curls. Inhale, prepare. On the exhale, press down, crossing to the outside of the right hip. Then lower back through center. Exhale, press down. Then back through center. We have 6 more. Last 5. Final 4. 3 here. Last 2, then we hold it. On 1, you press down, hold that chest curl across the body, give me double leg extensions. We reach and bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. 6, 5, 4, 3. Last 2, reach those arms a little bit closer to that foot bar. Last 1, bend it in, lower everything down, feet find the foot bar, and relax. Okay, we are going to get into our side lying glutes on the opposite side. So if you had yourself propped up, you can press your way up, going onto the left side body, forearm comes to the headrest, or reset your ball as a pillow on your headrest. We're using the left strap, or the one you were just holding. It's gonna loop over the arch of your top foot. That should be your right foot this time. Stacking your hips, stacking your shoulders, flex the right toes, hover the right leg off the bottom, and press all the way out to the foot bar, really extending through that right hip. Let's begin. Right knee bends to tabletop, then exhale, press long. Bend and extend. We'll do 6 more here. Last 5. Final 4. We try to keep the left side body pulling up and away from the reformer carriage. 2 more. On 1, press that right leg long to the foot bar, pause, keep the toes flexed, inhale, sweep out in front of the body. Point the toes, exhale, pull back to foot bar. Flex, you sweep forward. Point, you pull back. So keep that ankle articulation going. Last 4 coming up. You can always decrease your range of motion if you feel your hips starting to wobble. Last 2, then we hold it out front. On 1, we hold it out in front of the body, toes are flexed, we lift and lower, lift and lower. Here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the toe, exhale, sweep back to the foot bar, bend the knee in, and rest it down. Let's get set for round 2. So, top leg is going to float off the bottom and press out to the foot bar. Flex the toes, sweep out to the front corner of the foot bar. Then from here, we internally rotate and externally rotate. Toes turn down, toes turn up. But remember, we are moving through the hip, not just through the ankle. So the entire leg should rotate here. 4, 3, 2. On 1, we hold the external rotation with a flexed foot, bend the knee in, wide for a frog. Then press long. Bend and press. We've got just 6 and 5. Final 4. Something so much harder for me about the second side. Last 2. And final 1. We extend, bend, and lower the leg down. We're still working with that strap though, so slide the long loop all the way up your leg. It loops around your thigh now. Knees and ankles stack. Lift your feet a few inches up and go into your clamshell. Top knee opens and closes. Opens and closes. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1, right into fire hydrants, full top leg, lifts and lowers. Lifts and lowers. 6 more, keep the top knee right over the bottom knee. You don't want to let the strap pull your knee closer to your chest. On this last one, we're going to lower just about halfway down into that hover. Start to draw circles with your knee. Whole leg will move, right? So we're kind of moving from the hip or from the thigh bone. Last 3, 2. After this next one, we reverse it to finish, then we are out of this strap. Shoulders are out of ears. Obliques are lifting up and away from the reformer. Last 2. And 1, then lower down. Nice job. Slide that strap all the way off. Hang it up and press your way up to seated. If you're not already on a blue spring or a light spring, let's switch down to that now. Single blue. And then turn over, come to 4-point kneeling, facing towards your shoulder blocks. We're gonna go hands onto those shoulder blocks. Knees scooch back underneath your hips. Alrighty, so let's continue working with that strap that we were just holding. We'll go right hand into the short loop. Find that 4-point kneel, pull the shoulders out of your ears, abs lift up into the back of your spine, and take that right arm just outside the frame of the reformer. Inhale, prepare. On the exhale, sweep that right arm all the way towards the hip, then lower down. Exhale, sweep, and lower. We've got 6. Last 5. Final 4. And 3, remember, wrist is strong. You don't want to let your wrist bend back at all. 2. On 1, we press it back. We hold the arm next to the hip. Tricep bends for 8. Keep it narrow. Stay close to the body. Last 6, crown of the head reaches to the opposite side of the room. Neck is an extension of your spine. Last 2 here. Good, last 1. Bend the elbow and then relax that arm down. Press your way up to a nice high kneeling position, hooking your toes over the back edge of your carriage. We're still holding that same strap, but I want you to pass it to your opposite hand, choking all the way up to your black tapes, knots, hardware, whatever you have. Right hand is free now, it comes to your hip. Left arm is extended out in front of you, and we pull that strap back for a high row. And then press forward. High row, single arm. And press forward. Let's do 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, last one, then we transition to a low row. Turning the palm to face the midline of the body, we pull the left elbow down towards the rib cage and then re-extend. Pull down and extend, adding rotation if you like, twisting towards that left side with every row. Here for our last 4, 3, 2, and final 1, rest. Sit back on your heels, hang up that strap we were just using. Let's switch sides. So we take the left side short loop, it's gonna come into your left hand, and then we press back up to a 4-point kneeling position. Knees under hips, right hand finds the shoulder block. Take that left arm just outside the frame of the reformer, inhale. On the exhale, sweep the left arm all the way to the hip and lower. Nice sweep back and lower. Keep the shoulders out of the ears. Keep the back flat. We have 4 more. Last 3, 2, pressing back on 1. Hold it next to the hip, tricep bends for 8. 7, really fight to fully extend the arm so you feel the tricep muscle squeeze. Last 5, 4, 3, last 2, and here's your final 1. Bend the elbow, relax it down, and press your way up to a high kneel, hooking the toes over the back edge of the carriage. Same strap, but you're passing it to your opposite hand, grabbing at the knot or the black tape. Left hand is free now, it comes to your hip. Right arm is extended, we pull back for a high row and punch forward. Shoulders stay squared to the back risers on your reformer right now. Last 4, 3, last 2, then we change it to a low row. Last one like this. Re-extend, turn the palm to face your midline, pull low, and extend. Add in rotation if you like. As the elbow bends back, you twist towards the right side. Here for our last 3, last 2, and last 1. Extend the arm, have a seat down on your heels, hang up your strap, and take a moment to rest. Roll out your wrists, roll out your shoulders. We have one more thing to do before we stretch it out. So we're coming down to our forearms, we're doing a plank, and then we're stretching. Forearms down, hands hold on to the sides of the shoulder blocks, or you can go palms flat on your carriage. Back your toes up to your platform behind you. Roll the shoulders out of your ears. Abs draw in, knees float up, and you press out to your plank. Hold it right here. Let's keep the legs straight and go for a pike. Exhale, tuck the chin, scoop the abs in, hips to ceiling, and then glide that carriage back out to your plank. Exhale, pike it up, and lower down. Try to find that nice deep, almost forward fold position Feeling the stretch behind your legs. And take an extra moment when you hit that plank to really feel your core engage. Let's do 3, 2, last one. Lower down, bend the knees in, and rest down onto the carriage. Sit back, child's pose. All right, press your way up. Let's step off of the reformers for a moment. We have one final spring change. I'm going back to a single red spring or a single medium spring. Doesn't matter which side you're on. Let's stand facing towards the foot bar. Outside foot to floor, inside foot against the shoulder block, knees down. Dive back into a nice lunge. Finding a nice swan variation, roll the shoulders out of the ears. Start to ride the carriage home, lifting the heart, extending the spine up towards the sky. Then lower back down. And again, ride the carriage in, extend the spine, lift the heart. We'll do one more like this. And lower all the way down. This time just pulling the carriage back into home, making your way towards the opposite side of your machine. Inside foot against the shoulder block, outside foot to the floor, press it down, find your lunge. And as you pull the carriage home, let's swan, let's extend the spine, heart to the sky. 2 more times like this. Last one, riding the carriage in, sending it down into your deep stretch. And bringing the carriage all the way home, you can close your machine. As always, spend a little bit more time stretching if you'd like. I really like to use this flow as kind of a main block of class. You could start it with maybe a footwork warm-up and end it maybe with feet in straps or something. But if you got to the end, thank you for watching. Leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time.